Hello friends and welcome to our channel Rished Peoples. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the USA most important, valuable, expensive, and most circulated coins in 2024. This particular edition of the coins holds a special place in numismatic history for its unique design and intriguing story. Let's start number 1, the USA Lincoln 1 cent coin 2009. The 2009 Lincoln 1 cent coin holds a special place in U.S. numismatic history, not just as a commemorative release but as a symbol of one of America's greatest leaders, Abraham Lincoln. Celebrating the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth and the centennial of the Lincoln penny itself, this coin marked a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage. With its unique design and historical significance, it has attracted the interest of collectors and historians alike. Let's delve into its design, history, value, and auction records. History of the Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the Lincoln cent was a groundbreaking coin. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, replacing the Indian head cent. Its designer, Victor David Brenner, created the obverse with Lincoln's profile, a design that has endured for over a century. This tradition continued through 2009, but this year brought a significant update to the reverse design in honor of the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. The significance of 2009: in 2009, the U.S. Mint released 4 distinct reverse designs for the penny, each highlighting a different phase of Lincoln's life. These designs were intended to celebrate not only Lincoln's life but also the nation's growth during his lifetime. The 2009 Lincoln cent served as an educational tool, connecting collectors and the public with the life of this influential president. Designs of the 2009 Lincoln Center. The 2009 Lincoln Center featured 4 separate designs on the reverse side, representing 4 significant phases of Lincoln's life: birth and early childhood in Kentucky 1809 to 1816. The first design portrays a log cabin, symbolizing Lincoln's humble beginnings in Hardin County, now LaRue County, Kentucky. The log cabin is iconic, representing the American dream of rising from humble beginnings to greatness. Formative Years in Indiana 1816 to 1830, the second design showcases a young Lincoln, seated on a log, reading a book with his hands resting on his knees. This imagery evokes Lincoln's self-education during his formative years in Indiana, highlighting his thirst for knowledge. Professional life in Illinois 1830 to 1861. The third reverse design features Lincoln as a young man standing in front of the Illinois state capitol, representing his time as a lawyer and legislator. It pays tribute to Lincoln's political rise in Illinois, which ultimately led to his election as the 16th President of the United States. Presidency in Washington, D.C. 1861 to 1865. The final design depicts the half-constructed U.S. Capitol dome in Washington, D.C. This was a powerful image at the time, symbolizing a nation torn by civil war but striving for unity. Lincoln, as president, led the nation during one of its most difficult periods. On the obverse, the coin retained Brenner's classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has graced the penny since 1909. Composition and variants. In 2009, the Lincoln cent was struck in both its usual zinc composition, copper-plated zinc, and a special 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc composition for collector's sets, reflecting the original metal content of the 1909 cents. This special composition was part of commemorative mint sets, making them highly desirable among collectors. The coins were produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with no mint mark versions for circulation, as well as proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint. These proof versions are particularly sought after due to their high-quality strikes and polished surfaces. Value and collectability. the 2009 Lincoln cents are not exceedingly rare in circulated condition, as millions were struck for general circulation. However, certain conditions, like uncirculated and proof examples, carry a premium. The special 95% copper versions are especially prized by collectors due to their historical significance and limited availability. The highest value tends to come from MS Mint State 69 and MS 70 grades, the near-perfect conditions which attract serious collectors. Depending on the grade, prices can range from a few dollars for circulated versions to several $100s for high-grade examples or sets. Reality and market trends. The reality of collecting 2009 Lincoln cents is that while they are not as rare or valuable as certain key date pennies from the early 20th century like the 1909 SVDB or 1955 double die, they remain an essential part of modern penny collections due to their commemorative nature. Their four unique designs have broad appeal, and they are frequently included in complete Lincoln cent albums. Additionally, as time passes, uncirculated versions of these coins, especially in higher grades, will become scarcer as more coins wear down through circulation. Proof sets and 95% copper versions are already commanding higher prices as collectors seek out these distinctive coins. Auction prices in the millions. Although the 2009 Lincoln Center has not seen any auction prices in the millions, unlike some rarer, historical pennies, some collectors have paid significant premiums for high-quality proof sets or coins in perfect condition. For example, top-graded MS-70 specimens, especially those with the special 95% copper composition, have been known to sell for several $100s or more in specialized auctions. The million-dollar auctions that are often associated with Lincoln pennies typically involve much older coins, such as the 1943 bronze penny or the 1909 SVDB penny. The 2009 pennies are yet to reach that level of rarity or historic value, but their status as commemorative coins could result in further appreciation over time. The 2009 Lincoln 1-cent coin stands out as a commemorative piece celebrating not only the life and legacy of Abraham Lincoln but also the history of the Lincoln cent itself. With four unique designs, high-quality proof sets, and a special composition version, it's a coin that appeals to both casual collectors and dedicated numismatists. While its value may not yet rival the most famous pennies in history, its significance, unique designs, and commemorative status ensure that it will remain a treasured part of American numismatic history. Number 2. The 1999 Lincoln 1-cent coin penny is a relatively modern coin, but like all U.S. pennies, it carries a rich history and a symbolic design that links back to American values. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, remains one of the most iconic coins in the United States. This particular coin from 1999 continues that legacy, though its rarity, value, and significance differ from older Lincoln cents, especially those minted in the first half of the 20th century. Design of the 1999 Lincoln 1-cent coin. The design of the 1999 Lincoln Center follows the classic design that has been in place since 1959. The obverse front of the coin features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image has been featured on the penny for over a century, making it the longest-running design in U.S. coinage history. Brenner's design replaced the Indian head cent, and Lincoln was the first historical figure to appear on a regular issue U.S. coin. On the obverse, Abraham Lincoln, the iconic image of the 16th President of the United States, symbolizing the nation's unity and perseverance. In God We Trust, the national motto, placed above Lincoln's head, reflecting the country's religious heritage. Liberty, the word liberty appears to Lincoln's left, representing the core American value of freedom. The date 1999 appears to Lincoln's right, along with the mint mark, if applicable P for Philadelphia or D for Denver. The reverse back of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, a design that debuted in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. In the center of the Lincoln Memorial, if you look closely, you can even see a tiny image of the seated statue of Abraham Lincoln, similar to the statue in the actual memorial in Washington, D.C. On the reverse, e pluribus unum, the Latin phrase meaning out of many, one sits above the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing the union of states into one nation. United States of America, the issuing country, is boldly displayed along the top of the reverse side. 1 cent, the denomination, written as 1 cent, appears at the bottom. History and context of the 1999 Lincoln Center. By 1999, the Lincoln cent had become a staple of U.S. currency for 90 years. The coin had undergone very few changes over the years, with the most significant being the switch from the wheat reverse to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. While earlier pennies were made of copper, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a primarily zinc composition in 1982 due to rising copper prices. Since then, Lincoln pennies, including the 1999 version, have been struck from a core of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. The 1999 Lincoln Center was minted at two locations, the Philadelphia Mint no mint mark and the Denver Mint marked with AD. Both versions were struck in large numbers, with over 5 billion pennies produced in total. The coin was primarily used for everyday transactions, and it was not intended to be rare or highly collectible at the time of minting. The year 1999 also stands out in U.S. coin history because it marked the beginning of the State Quarters program, which significantly captured the interest of coin collectors and the general public. However, the Lincoln cent continued its run with its unchanged design. Value of the 1999 Lincoln Center. The value of a standard 1999 Lincoln penny remains at face value in most cases, as billions of these coins were minted and remain in circulation. The copper-plated zinc composition means that the metal content is worth less than 1 cent, so these coins hold little intrinsic value beyond their face denomination. However, condition and rarity always play a significant role in the value of any coin. For a 1999 penny to be worth more than its face value, it must be in pristine condition, ideally graded by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Coins that are in mint state MS65 or higher can sell for a few dollars, particularly those that have no signs of wear or blemishes. Additionally, errors or variations can dramatically increase a coin's value. One such variety from 1999 is the wide AM error. This error occurs on pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where the A and M in America on the reverse are spaced farther apart than usual. The 1999 wide AM error is relatively rare and highly sought after by collectors. Depending on its condition, a wide AM penny can sell for anywhere from $50 to over $1,000. Reality of the 1999 Lincoln Center. For most people, the 1999 Lincoln Center is simply another penny, useful for small purchases and found in pocket change. The vast majority of 1999 pennies hold only face value. However, for coin collectors, the search for rare variations, such as the wide AM error, adds an element of excitement. The rarity and condition of such errors elevate their value beyond that of an ordinary penny. It's important to note that while some earlier Lincoln pennies, especially from the early 20th century, have sold for significant sums, the 1999 penny is generally not considered rare. Its value lies in specific error coins or near-perfect examples, but even those are not typically valued in the millions. Last auction prices in millions. Unlike older Lincoln pennies from the 1940s and earlier, the 1999 penny does not generally reach auction prices in the millions. Pennies that sell for millions are usually from rare, early minting runs, such as the 1943 copper penny or the 1909 SVDB penny. These coins are historically significant and minted in extremely limited quantities. As of now, number 1999 Lincoln cent has sold for millions. However, high-grade wide AM error pennies can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction, depending on their condition. The highest recorded auction prices for 1999 Lincoln pennies tend to be in the range of a few $1,000s for error coins in top condition. The 1999 Lincoln 1-cent coin continues the long-standing tradition of honoring Abraham Lincoln on the penny, a design that has been in place for over a century. While the majority of these pennies hold little value beyond their face worth, rare error varieties like the wide AM can be worth significantly more. However, unlike some of the most famous Lincoln pennies, the 1999 version is not known for fetching millions at auction. Nonetheless, it remains an important part of U.S. coinage, connecting the present with the nation's history and legacy. The last and very important USA $quarter coin, 1997. The 1997 United States $quarter coin is a modern representation of one of America's most recognizable and iconic pieces of currency. Known as the Washington quarter, this coin is part of a long-running series that began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1997 version of the quarter is not particularly rare, but it still carries significance as part of America's rich numismatic history. In this video, we will explore the design, history, value, and the auction reality of the 1997 $quarter coin. One design of the 1997 $quarter coin, the 1997 quarter maintains the traditional design of the Washington quarter, which has been in circulation since 1932. Obverse front design. The obverse side of the coin features a bust of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The portrait, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, shows Washington facing left, with a dignified and serious expression, symbolizing leadership and integrity. Around the portrait, the words "Liberty and in God We Trust" are inscribed. At the bottom, the year of minting, 1997, is prominently displayed. Reverse back design. The reverse design, also by John Flanagan, features the American bald eagle with its wings spread wide. The eagle holds a bundle of arrows in its talons, representing strength and readiness to defend the nation. Under the eagle is a wreath of olive branches, symbolizing peace. The words United States of America are inscribed above the eagle, while the denomination, $quarter, is displayed below. The motto E pluribus unum, out of many, one is placed between the eagle and the inscription of the country. History of the Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 as a one-year commemorative coin to mark the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. However, its popularity led to it being permanently adopted as the design for the $quarter denomination. Prior to the Washington quarter, the Standing Liberty design, created by Herman McNeil, had been used on quarters. Over the years, the Washington quarter has undergone various changes, including shifts in composition. Initially minted in 90% silver until 1964, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel clad composition starting in 1965 due to rising silver prices. This change made the coin more cost-effective for mass production. By the time the 1997 quarter was minted, it was part of the copper-nickel clad era. While the design remained consistent with its predecessors, the context in which the coin was minted had evolved. In 1997, America was on the cusp of launching a significant coin program, the State Quarters Program 1999 to 2008, which would later transform the quarter into a tool for education and state pride. 3. Value of the 1997 quarter dollar coin. The 1997 quarter is a common coin in terms of mintage and circulation. Over 1.3 billion quarters were minted that year between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Given this high mintage, the 1997 quarter is widely available in circulation and typically holds face value 25 cents when found in typical circulated condition. However, like any coin, the value can vary depending on the coin's condition, also known as grade, and the mint mark. Circulated condition. A typical 1997 quarter found in pocket change will have a face value of 25 cents, with no additional collector value unless in exceptionally good condition. Uncirculated condition. An uncirculated 1997 quarter in mint state condition MS65 and above can fetch anywhere from 1 to 5. Higher grade coins can reach slightly higher prices, especially if they possess the full steps feature on Washington's bust, indicating a sharp strike. Proof versions. Proof sets for collectors were also issued in 1997, and proof quarters can be valued between 4 and 10, depending on the condition. 4. Auction reality. The reality of auction prices for 1997 quarters is quite modest compared to rarer coins or significant error coins. For standard 1997 quarters in circulated condition, there is no significant demand at auctions since they are so plentiful. Even in uncirculated condition, most of these coins trade between collectors for a few dollars, rarely going beyond 10. However, certain rare minting errors or anomalies can sometimes fetch higher prices. For instance, error coins, quarters that were struck with off-center designs, doubled dies, or other minting mistakes can attract collectors. Depending on the severity and rarity of the error, these coins can sell for anywhere between $100 and $500 in auctions, though this is still relatively uncommon. High-grade specimens. In extremely high grades MS67 plus, 1997 quarters from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints have occasionally fetched higher prices in auctions, though this typically maxes out around 100 to 200. Despite the scarcity of high-value auction results for 1997 quarters, coins graded at a perfect MS70 level or with highly sought-after mint errors may sometimes surprise bidders with higher prices. 5. Reality and last auction in millions. While many rare U.S. coins have crossed the $1 million threshold at auctions, the 1997 quarter is not among them. Due to the high mintage and availability of these coins, there are no known records of 1997 quarters selling for millions. The most valuable coins that have fetched millions in auctions are usually rare historical coins such as the 1804 draped bust silver dollar or the 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle, not modern mass-produced quarters. As of now, the highest value realized for a 1997 quarter at auction would be for a particularly rare mint error or an exceptionally high-grade coin, and even then, the prices are measured in hundreds or, at best, low thousands of dollars. For most collectors, the 1997 quarter remains a common but important piece of numismatic history, not a multi-million-dollar artifact. The 1997 U.S. quarter dollar coin holds a significant place in the long history of American coinage, especially as it represents the prelude to the revolutionary state quarters program. While it may not fetch millions in auctions, its design and history honor the nation's first president, George Washington, and symbolize America's strength and peace. For collectors, the 1997 quarter serves as a reminder of the intricate artistry and evolving story behind every coin in circulation. Thanks you for joining us with this video and subscribe to our channel for more informative video.